Gloria Swanson in the wreckage. Not only is the Follies gone, but that American dream is gone.
Go out to the midday, 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 out to the midday.
He was witty and intelligent.
Play, orchestra, play something light and sweet and gay. For we must have music to drive our fears away.
It's not that he could write, act, compose, write lyrics, write novels, be a playwright, sing, direct, write screenplays, write poetry. It's not that he could do all of those, because there are people that can do all of those things. It's the fact that he could do all of those things superbly is what's astounding. For my 18th birthday, my best friends at the time, Peter and Sherry, wrote to Noël Coward, Actors Equity, London, England. And they said, "Dear Mr. Coward," because he hadn't been knighted yet, "our friend Billy is turning 18. He worships you. He loves you. Blah, 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 blah. Could you sign something for his 18th birthday? It would really mean a lot. Sincerely, Peter Fitzgerald, Sherry Orell." 2 or 3 weeks later, I think Sherry got in the mail an envelope with a picture for Bill Rosenfield with my very best wishes, Noël Coward. And I have that. And I think it's probably my most prized possession, because it's really, other than you, my darling, because
it's pride of place everywhere we've lived.
Yeah, Noël Coward wrote my name. There it is. I've said it out loud. How amazing is that?
Her personality is not in reality exciting enough, inviting enough for this particular sphere. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. She's a bit of an ugly duckling, you must honestly confess, and the width of her seat would surely defeat her chances of success. It's a loud voice, and though it's not exactly flat, she'll need a little more than that to earn a living wage. On my knees, Mrs. Worthington, please, Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage.
I'm just a Broadway baby.
For my generation, my age group, I think it is simply the greatest musical ever written. Because it's the past, it's all of musical theater history, and it's the future of musical theater, all in one intense 2 hour and 15 minute with no interval. The music is modern, the music is old-fashioned. Pastiche numbers are wonderfully pastiche, and the modern stuff, The Road You Didn't Take, Too Many Mornings, whatever, The Right Girl, it's totally contemporary to 1970, but not. And I was 15 or 16 when I first saw it, and it spoke to me because it said to me at that point, I'm not going to have a wasted life. I'm going to be bigger. I'm going to do whatever. It was about, I didn't understand middle-age despair. But I did understand that old shows were old and that there was a different kind of musical coming forward. And I'd been prepped on that the year before when Company came to town, because Company was totally new and totally amazing.
How many times do you think you've seen it?
I would imagine 18, 20, maybe, yeah. I think I've seen 11 or 12 different productions.
Wow. You're the expert.
Well, there are others that are more devoted and more mobile that go to see it, but...
Teach us your masterclass in Follies,
Well,
please.
no, but the masterclass in Follies is, I don't know, here's the thing. It began, as you know, probably know, it began life as a murder mystery. And it was a murder mystery, and it was kind of a backstage murder mystery called The Girls Upstairs. And
Waiting around for the girls
it wasn't,
upstairs.
that's what fascinated Steve about it was it could be pastiche numbers and a game, a murder mystery, which he loves. And that's what it would be. And then Hal said, well, what if we talk about the reunion aspect of these middle-aged people, because one of them murders the other. And eventually what happened was it was middle-aged people, a reunion of these middle-aged people, and they got rid of the murder. And around the same time, Hal became aware of the Gloria Swanson picture. And suddenly, Gloria Swanson in the wreckage, and somehow relating that to the wreckage of contemporary marriages in 1970. And they were Follies girls, so they had this dream life, and then they went into real life, and that's a wreck too. Not only is the Follies gone, but that American dream is gone. And he and Steve it's that perfect time with James Goldman, where they built upon the metaphor. And because Hal was the producer, and it wasn't like today with a flurry of 27 producers who all feel like they have a say in things, it was just up to Hal to say, yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to direct it. And he threw caution to the wind in terms of, it's an experimental piece and it's metaphorical and it'll be European in certain aspects of its visual sensibility. But nobody walked into the room saying you need hit songs and you need this and you need, this is what we're going to create and this is what we're going to do. And that's how it became possible, because no commercial producer with his eye on the prize would do that. It needed to be somebody who was part of the creative team to say, I'm going to make this happen. And that's what he did. And Hal had that power and that autonomy and that group of investors who believed in him. They said, sure, whatever you're doing.
Is there anything to say about the artwork, the logo, the cover?
It's the best poster for, the original Broadway poster is the best poster ever for any musical of all time.
Yeah.
Because not only is it gorgeous, but it instantly communicates what the show is entirely about and without showing the star, it shows it's the show. A Follies poster, a Follies girl with a crack down the middle. Mm-hmm. And that's it. It's one of those shows that you can't deny that it's a great show anymore. Time is caught up with it in a way that time quite often catches up with shows. It was ahead of its time, and it's not behind the times. It will, I believe, always be relevant because it goes to the heart of a midlife crisis, of a middle-age crisis. And it uses the theater as the metaphor for all of that stuff.
Success is swell and success is sweet, but every height has a drop. The less achievement, the less defeat. What's the point of shoving your way to the top? Living, laughing, loving, you're never a flop. So when the walls are crumbling, yes, don't give up the ship.